Hello, my friends. Welcome to another video. I am so excited about this video today. I hope that you enjoy it. I have first beautiful, unique colors I have never seen out of the color art line before on my table, and I cannot wait to show you these. When I opened them up and actually looked at them under the light, I was just flabbergasted. We finally have some bright, almost pretty neon colors coming out here, and I've wanted those for a very long time. Here's one here called Triple Sec. Oh, I cannot wait to show you it. So they are on sale now. There's a 20% off discount for you in the description. I'm just going to show them to you, and then I'm going to create a piece of art with them. I'm going to show you how I mix the paints. Okay, I mix them just like any other paint. And although they say pour on the label, they are not ready to pour. These are just a regular acrylic type paint, not a ready to pour paint. So let me just show you these. When I say clutching my pearls, I was clutching my pearls on these. You know, God didn't give me a supermodel's body or the intelligence of an Einstein. But what he did give me was the ability to be creative. And creating with beautiful colors really makes me happy. As I mention all the time, art, depression, they are compatible. They help each other. This has just done wonders for me, being able to explore all these different colors, mediums, having beautiful people like you out there commenting and watching my videos. So I thank you. And let's just get set up here so I can show you what I'm drooling over. So this is my process. This is how I always start off, showing the colors without anything mixed into them, okay? This here is Triple Sec. And then once I show you these, I will show you them and how to mix them. Or I should say, I will show you them mixed. No. I will show you how to mix them for acrylic pouring. Tell you, this week I've been getting everything backwards. Sparkling aqua. This is called marooned. Woo-wee. Ha-ha. Sweet baby Jesus. Next, indigo violet. Oh, I could tell this is going to be a wow. Gorgeous. Saffron, which is a very expensive spice, which I love to use in my yellow rice I make. And I could, it's expensive. Look at that. Beautiful bright orange. Look at that sparkle. Miami magenta. I'm just mixing them because I put them in the buckets last night. Wow. Look at that. That's going to be a favorite of mine. Honeysuckle. A little bit of honeysuckle in the body. This is a deeper orange. Wow. Woo-wee. And fall is here. Perfect time. This is agave blue. Very pretty. Gorgeous. This in person is like a beautiful mint. Looks a tad bit darker with the flash on, but again, I'm going to show it to you without the flash on. I'll just scan over them quick. Wild orchid. Oh, and my heart is pumping. It's speeding up. Yes, yes, yes. Gorgeous. How about a ginger snap? I like to call people ginger snaps. I call my daughter Ginger Snap all the time. Beautiful azo gold color with a whole bunch of shimmer. Deep Crimson. Let's check her out next. Wow. I love that like rainbow sparkle effect in these. And the last one is Egyptian Blue. There's 2 sets. I'm going to name them in the description for you and put the link in there for you. Look at that blue. Now that is jazzy. So let me show you them really quick. With the flash off, I'll just scan over them. Just in the daylight. Come on, focus. Oh, that pink. And this here. Oh. Absolutely love, love, love them. So now I'm going to show you how I mix these up. I mix them, like I said, if you're doing a Dutch pour, you're going to mix them with Floetrol and water. I would just be careful with how much Floetrol you add in because it can dull the paint. If you're using them for the bloom, you know, use your untinted base and your varnish with your cell activator and pillow paint. Just like any other paint that you use, that's how you are going to mix those up, okay? So let me get set up and we'll get started. Okay, so in this bucket, I have Sherwin-Williams Ovation Semi-Gloss Untinted Base C in here with Jo Sonja Gloss Varnish, all right? Measurements, I make a big container of it. I'll fill it up 75% of the way, and then the rest of the way until it's almost to the top. I leave a little bit of room for stirring. I fill it the rest of the way with the varnish. No measurement. So if you do a smaller bucket, no matter what size, a small cup, 75 and about 25. You need that little bit of extra space for stirring. So say about 20 if you have to guesstimate. All right. In these cups here, I put about 2 tablespoons worth of paint. Again, put some paint in there. Start with a small amount. If it's not enough to color it, add a little bit more at a time. Then you take this mixture and add it to your paint. How much of this mixture? About the same amount of paint or as paint that you put in there. About. It doesn't need to be exact, okay? Doesn't need to be exact. So I just kind of pour it in there and I leave myself a little bit of room to stir. Again, if I put too much in and it's not dark enough, I can add a little more paint. So I've picked some fun colors here for us. I don't know if the triple sec really goes with this, but I had to use it because I'm excited about it. All right, so there we go. Give it a mix. Now, naturally, whenever you add something into paint, it's going to lighten it a little bit until it dries and then the full color comes back. So you can see this color is a little bit lightened now because of that medium I put in there that I made. So it's a little bit lighter, but it will come back when it dries because that stuff all dries clear. We want it kind of on the thicker side for this type of swipe. Okay? Show you a mound if that helps. If you want to thin it down a little bit, you can add a little bit of water. Like if you were going to try to do a Dutch pour, you know, you wouldn't want it that thick. So just add a little bit of water, stir it in. Okay. And now that I did that to this one, I have to do it to all of my paints. The key is to have these, your cell activator that you use to swipe with, and your pillow paint that you put down on the canvas first, to all be kind of in the same ballpark as far as consistency is concerned. If they're a little bit slightly off, it'll be fine. It's when you have a really thick pillow and really thin colors that you're going to have an issue. But if they're all kind of in that general vicinity, you're good. If you need to know what that vicinity is, for example, you do not know how thick this paint is, you're a beginner, I have an excellent video and a free downloadable, and you can print it, consistency chart that, and like I said, the video will teach you how to use that chart. I'll put it right in the description for you. All right, so I'm all set up. I got a 14 by 18 canvas, paper towels to wipe my palette knife off in between each swipe. Very important, or else you'll muddy up your colors. My colors mixed, as you saw. My White House paint with nothing in it, directly from the can to the cup. And then I also have a white and black cell activator. I mixed these colors only with Australian Floetrol. They will create the lacing and cells in our painting. If you did not see my last video, you should go watch it. I did a test on what each of these products are like when it comes to swiping. I did one on pouring medium. These two, a product called The Mix and American Floetrol, and you will be surprised at the results. You want to watch that video if you didn't see it. So I'm going to just pour my White House paint onto the canvas. I'm going to put some color down, and we're going to do a black and white Oreo swipe. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pour down my white base paint, which is house paint again, which obviously has something in it already, I could see. That's one thing with the house paint. You got to look for any kind of like skin that forms in those cans. I always find one or two pieces. I get it stretched out pretty much all over the canvas before I start going over the edges. As you can see there. This way I know I have a nice even coat. If you leave too much paint on the surface, it won't dry right. Your painting will move a lot, and it may crack. So you want to just get it all off of there and just have a nice, simple, even coat like I'm doing right here. Another good thing about doing it this way and not having that bulk pillow paint sitting there and then trying to tilt, you don't have to tilt as much when you do it this way, and therefore you don't lose your design a lot of the times. Because I noticed a lot of people, when I was teaching the class, they did really well coating their canvas like this for the bloom swipe. Because, again, you don't have to tilt as much. All right, I'm just going to put some of my color down here. Let's see. Just put a blob of it right here. There's no right or wrong way here for the ordering, because they're all semi-transparent. So if you had a transparent and a semi-transparent, you'd want to put the semi-transparent on top of the, did I just say that backwards again? I'll tell you. If you had an opaque color and a semi-transparent color, you'd want to put the semi-transparent on top of the opaque, because opaque, you can't see through it. So you're better off putting the semi-transparent on top of that. You'll see it more. But I have noticed that a lot of times with this technique in particular, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Everything just kind of pops through that lacing. All right, first we're going to go with some white, and then we're going to go with some black just so you can see the difference. So onto the back of my palette knife, I'm going to put my white cell activator. And I'm going to spread it out nice and thin. You don't need a big floating puddle on that palette knife. Just thin coverage, okay? Just like that, nice and thin. And here we go. Just like that. This is going to be a very fun, festive piece. Beautiful. I tend to go with the black more than the white because it just makes the colors so much more striking. And you know what? Let's add a little more color over here. So there's a side-by-side comparison for you. Can you see just how much bolder those colors are? I love that look. I absolutely love it. So what I'm going to do is do one more puddle over here and kind of come through it this way. And then we'll tilt it a little bit. I mean, look at that. Gorgeous. That's why I like to use black. All right, so that lineup worked really well, actually. So let me just come over here. When you swipe and you follow through your swipe, number one mistake I've seen people do, they go like this, they swipe, and then they come back over the painting with their palette knife that's dripping paint and they put a big streak in. You'll always notice I go through the swipe and then go like this and around the canvas. This way that won't happen. And you won't ruin your pretty design with a big streak of paint running through it. It could have been that just people were nervous to be at the class and have me standing right next to them. But I swear almost everybody was doing that in both of my classes. Which, speaking of, Canella and I, if you haven't heard, are going to North Carolina in February. So be on the lookout. Do that. I'm going to pull this back. This way. All right, so now we're going to tilt it around and see what we get. Before I do that, let me give you a close-up so you can see the difference between the white and the black. It's very noticeable. How fun is that? Even this like ghost looking area here where the color kind of washed out a bit. Wow. And here we go. So you can see that sparkle of those colors. Absolutely fantastic. All right. By the way, if you don't want to tilt at this point, you don't have to. Just so you know, there's not enough paint on there for it to crack anymore. So if you like your design, go for it. Now, I'm going very slow. I don't want to destroy the structure or the shape of my lacing, so I'm just really taking my time right now. And I'm paying attention, more importantly, to what's going on here. Like I'm watching the cells, making sure they're not going to go wonky on me. All right. Come back. Get back to the middle before you go in a different direction. Like get the bulk of the paint back in the center. Just going to speed this up a bit for time's sake. But like I said, just take your time with it and watch where the paint is moving and watch your design. So I'm just going to do a couple of more swipes just to show you the difference between the white and the black cell activator. And then I'll give you a close-up when I'm done. This swipe reminded me of Skittles. Taste the rainbow, baby. This was a lot of fun to do. That is like a perfect rainbow swipe right there that I just did. And here comes another in black. And here comes an Oreo swipe, swiping black over a white swipe. You'll notice how it mutes the color a little bit. And one more black swipe right up along this side. So now what I want to do is, and this is just for you, so I'm going to stretch out this paint, like really stretch it out so you can see the sparkle of these colors. It's just an amazing product. Okay, I'm done torturing you. I was just having some fun swiping with different colors. Not really trying to create anything here, just tilting around because I want to see what these look like stretched out. So, as you can see, they are glorious. Even the parts that don't seem like they're anything, like this right here, would look like all abalone shell under resin or varnish. But anyway, ooh, look at that blue. Ooh-wee. That's why I wanted to stretch it so much, because I wanted you to be able to see the shimmer. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. this painting right here is going to be transformed into something else, and you're going to see that. Now, Sunday, I have another video coming out, and I'm so happy about this video. Put it this way, I have a lot of people that always ask me about paint skins, old canvases. You need to see this video coming out Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on my channel, because what I did in that video is what I'm going to be doing with this painting in the future. So, yeah, I hope you tune in for that. And you know what? I'll just wait. I'm not going to say anything. So thank you for joining me. Again, all the product information is in the description, along with that discount of 20% off. All my social media, links for other products, yada, yada, yada. The class information for Canella and I in February. We're going to be teaching resin. Well, I'm going to be teaching resin, top coat, and you're going to get to do a resin ocean. Dutch pours on different color bases, like a split color Dutch pour, a black base, white base, the bloom, obviously. And, you know, it was a blast in Florida. You don't want to miss out. Also, I'm going to be holding a class here in Connecticut. If you are interested in that, can you please email me, artbytammy@yahoo.com. I just want to see if there's, enough people here that would do something like that. But I'll do one if you're willing to come here. So let me know about that. All right. So again, next video out this Sunday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please click like, please comment, and if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I love you all. Happy pouring.